Yeah, this company wanted me to know if we'd do videos to try to help other customers. Uh, I got these letters from my Frontier, and these letters being as thin as they are, they're better grade vinyl, so they're real thin. Uh, I know that they say you need to put them on between 60 and above. I put mine on at 56 degrees. And the reason I did is so that there would be more play time. Uh, I wouldn't recommend putting them on when they're hot, when it's hot outside, if it's real hot. And the way I did it, like the F now I've been working on. But what I did, you want to let them set. You want to get them positioned and then let them set, because you're as thin as they are, they'll float around too much on you. If you try to work them as soon as you put them on, they're just going to move around and it's going to be frustrating. So let them set. And then once they've set, then they start to adhere a little bit. And instead of using your finger, instead of using your finger to work them, your finger is tactile and kind of sticky, and you got a better chance of moving them once they start to set. These terry cloths here, get at Walmart, they got a real fluffy side, and then they got a kind of a flat side. I'm using the flat side, the fingertip in it, and you just start kind of painting real lightly. Start working your bubbles out toward the edges, like so. And by using the terry cloth, not only are you've got a smooth surface, a soft surface that's going across that decal, but as you work your bubbles out, you're also working out your soap solution, and the terry cloth is picking it up so that it don't soak back in under the edge of the decal. And that will really help you in applying these decals, because it's taking out the bubbles, but it's also removing that soap solution as you brush the bubbles out. Well, I ain't much of a videographer here now, but you can see where it gets wet there, and then the terry cloth picks it up and brushes it out. And this one here is done. All the air bubbles are worked out of it, and now that can set. And you go along. Don't worry so much about the blue tape. Once they start to set to where they're going to stay put enough, then you can ease the tape off. And I used the blue painter's tape you get at Walmart. It's sticky enough to pull the decal off, but it's not so sticky that it's going to give you a lot of trouble getting it back off of the decal. And the corner of your decal may lift a little when you're working on getting that tape off, but don't get excited. It just takes your time and ease that tape off there, and it'll do pretty good. But the key is not to start trying to work the air bubbles out of these things until they start to set. And then that way they're not going to move on you. They're not going to bunch up. If you don't wait long enough, you'll go to try to start working the tape, the bubbles out, and one side will let go and they'll bunch up, and then they'll stick. And now you got a mess. So you just got to be real easy with it. But they're excellent decals, and it's going to really look nice once they're done. But maybe this will help someone. If the company wants to use this video, it's great. If they don't, you know, that's great too. No big deal. I'll send it to them, get a hold of them and send it to them. But and I see I got a little place right in there that don't. Okay, I can push a little harder. See, the longer they set, the more you can work on them and work with them without there being a fear that they're going to pull up on you. They start to get sticky pretty good. That's high quality adhesive that this company puts on the back of these decals. So they're solid. They're not going anywhere. And I like them because and if you back up and look at them, you can find the bubbles a lot easier. But I like them this thin because they literally look like they were painted on. It looks more like paint than it does a decal. So hopefully that'll help. Like I say, I put mine on a little bit cooler so it'd have more working time. You definitely don't want to put a decal like this on when it's hot. When the back of your truck, when your tailgate is hot, it won't do well. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Cheers.